Ready. Play.
Tough to see him going even further on this. We also have Lerner Tien on the screen. He beat Corentin Moutet in 3 sets. Some physical issues for Moutet, although some people were doubting the sort of like real, the serious, sort of like the real nature, let's say, of this injury, or like, was it even just cramping, or was he just faking? I saw a lot of comments like this. Regardless, he was pretty much outplayed in the last 2 sets. Lerner won that first set tiebreak, which definitely ended up being quite crucial. One more encounter between like two pretty underpowered players, but who try to outsmart each other and just try to throw each other curveballs. And Lerner was much better at that. He's so resourceful. He's been incredible, just using what he has at hand, basically, this event, and making sure that the other player never knows what's coming, and that the other player is incredibly frustrated with whatever is flying over to his side of the net from the American. So yeah, it was definitely, the first set was definitely fun because, well, they just play so similarly in a way, and that it's going to be another one of these chess matches. Either way, Moutet, he's going to be a bit disappointed with this, but Lerner goes to break the top 100 already. He was at 98, I think, in the live rankings before this match. So basically, he had a chance, but it would have been dependent on the second week of the Australian Open and how the players do it, the challengers there. And now he's got that. Now he's got that fourth round, so he's gonna be at 80 in the live rankings, and he's going to play Lorenzo Sonego, which is pretty wild because, well, this is such a good opportunity for both. For Tien, obviously, this is his first Grand Slam main draw outside the US. He played Francis Tiafoe in 2023 in New York. Also, Miomir Kecmanovic, speak of the devil, in 2023 and in 2022 at the US Open, and last year Arthur Fils. So he had just 3 Grand Slam main draw matches. Now he's in the fourth round, whereas Sonego has had 3 fourth rounds before. One of them he lost to Schwartzman, one of them to Khachanov, and one of them to Federer, 2 at Roland Garros, I think, and 1 at Wimbledon. Either way, he beat Marozsan today. This was just kind of 6-3 for Fabi in the second set tiebreak. He gives a few, well, actually, the points that were on Sonego's serve, they were very good. Just, quick actions, quick combinations from the Italian. And then Marozsan gives that one error away, really, and it decides the whole match. After that, he kind of gassed out, which is understandable considering that in the first and second rounds, Marozsan was another one of these players who were coming through 5-setters. But anyway, Sonego, just ended up dominating the last 2 sets. They were just easy breaks right away. So I was just basically done in the third and fourth sets when he broke so early. Anyway, Sonego will play Tien. Very tough matchup to say anything about because, again, this is Lerner and we are still learning about how he's going to sort of be approaching certain matchups on the ATP Tour. This event has been weird, definitely, because first round Lerner goes 5 with Ugo Carabelli, technically like a hard courter who is 20 times worse than him, but simply somebody who's going to make him play a bit more and get him into that dogfight of the ground, but still feel comfortable in it, unlike, Medvedev did, for example. And then, of course, he plays Medvedev, Moutet, like 2 guys who also have similar playstyles, let's say, to Lerner in many respects. So Sonego is just very different, right? It's going to be like a very classic match between someone who is going to try to defend, throw off Sonego with the lefty spin, with the slices, with the angles, whereas Lorenzo has that forehand shot making and the ball striking power. And it's very hard to say what's going to happen there. I mean, he came through qualies and he almost lost to Grégoire Barrère in the opening round, but I also can't really compare Grégoire Barrère to Lorenzo Sonego with the flat hitting power of the Frenchman and how sort of like he's even more forward oriented or more hit or miss than Sonego. It's just very hard to say anything about that matchup going forward. But anyway, Sonego, of course, he earned his spot there as well with that great performance against Fonseca, and now also beating Marozsan with that clutch second set tiebreak, just basically deciding the match.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.